Hi, welcome back to the Ironman WoW challenge with me, Sheppo. And I've used my feign death. Like an idiot. So we're going to come over here, we're going to kite for a little while, and then we're going to re-feign death. What Google are doing is they've changed the thresholds that you need to pass before you can become a YouTube partner. Previously that was a certain amount of views over the lifetime of your channel. I think it was 10,000, which I've passed easily. But they have recently changed it so that you need to be getting a certain amount of subscribers, which I have, and a certain amount of yearly view hours, which I don't have. And it's actually I think quite a difficult threshold to hit. That's 4,000 hours of viewage over the space of 12 months. I want to wait for that other guy to respawn, I think. So currently, I don't get a lot of views on my channel. I'm hitting about 2,000 hours, or maybe even 1,000 hours a year. So I'm not even close. It's not something I can really expect to be able to change within... YouTube have given us 30 days to basically turn our channel around. That's not something I'm realistically going to be able to do. So what's going to happen to my channel is I'm going to cease to be a partner. I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose monetization on my videos, and I don't particularly care about that because I have so little viewership, and consequently I earn a very small amount of money from my channel. So yeah, I'm not really fussed about that. However, what I am annoyed at is the way that, like previously before I was a partner, the really annoying thing about not being a partner was every single time I uploaded a video for any game, but specifically World of Warcraft. Any video I uploaded, YouTube would complain about the fact that it thought I didn't have permission to use that footage. Now, in the case of any Blizzard game, they actually have terms and conditions for content usage, almost like a end user legal document on their website, which specifically says yes, you are allowed to use video game footage from any of their games without issue. You can even monetize against it. I think going back a few years, that's actually why Blizzard games were so popular on YouTube and Twitch. They were one of the first companies that really identified benefit of having an active video community for their games. Wow, this quest is taking us a long time, isn't it? Yeah, so literally every video that I uploaded would get, not copyright flagged, but YouTube would just say you don't have the rights to use this footage. And I can understand why YouTube has that kind of default stance of you don't have access or don't have the rights to use this footage, because there is so much, and back then especially there was so much copyright infringement, and there really wasn't the content ID system in place either. That for me is the thing that I'm going to miss the most when it comes to not being a YouTube partner. Is I'm hoping the system is better now, but potentially it's not. So potentially what might happen is I may stop uploading if it becomes too much of a chore to actually just get stuff into YouTube. It might just not be worth me doing it anymore, which will be a shame. But on the flip side, I'll probably be dead in the Ironman WoW challenge anyway, so it's not like there'll be content that I could have uploaded. Right, let's have another go at this. What levels are these? We've got level 46 and level 48, so let's try the level... Oh, we could try going upstairs first. And we've got a Scarlet Enchanter coming down the stairs. This looks like the bell tower. The Rohan assassin. Where is he? Is he cloaked? Yeah, there he is, look. Don't know why he gets targeted with me there. Wow, I mean, he took, like, a lot of killing. Yeah. Hopefully you can see now the difference between how the game was. And I think on that note, you know, it's making me remember that we've got traps, which is... which is sad in a way, isn't it, really? So what traps do we have? Just these two, freezing trap and tar trap. That's how it used to be called ice trap, I think. Oh, I'm missing Bestial Wrath! Oh, that's sad. I do like, actually, one of the changes they've introduced fairly recently is to the spell book, and it now highlights spells you don't have on your bars, which is actually pretty good. So I think what I'm really having to do when I'm in combat, if, you know, we've got like a... Oh, that was really badly timed. A long combat situation like this is I just have to use the global cooldown on healing every 10 seconds. Which isn't too much of a big deal. Yeah, this does feel a lot like doing this Ironman challenge 5 years ago, which I think is good. Really thinking about it, I quite like it. Oh, there's quite a lot of dudes up here. I'm wondering if I just go and activate the portal. Where the hell is my pet? Oh, I've just used my feign death again. Really need to remove that off that bar. So those guys being there did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to let my pet die. Well, so, yeah.
Can I help you?
As you can see, progress is a lot slower. The Abbey will fall. Shortly you can soon move on deeper into Tyr's hand. Really? I don't think I want to. And look how little XP we got as well. The death of Rohan eases my spirits a bit. I once fought beside him, you know. He was an emissary of the Scarlet Crusade, one of the few that deigned to join us in our battle against Kel'Thuzad so many years ago. How quickly things change. Yeah. We failed no more. Can you sense it? The taint is already lifting from this building. A holy building wants to be holy, and villains like Rohan and the rest of his scarlet scum only hold it back. With the Abbey secure, we are a step closer to taking Tyr's hand. Report the results of our strike to Angela. She should be leading the charge on the cathedral from somewhere in the centre of town.
See you later.
Can I help you?
Good. The Abbey is ours. I never doubted Eligor's ability for a moment. What? What about my ability? Well, I'm glad that Eligor and Corfax left some fun for me. It was a battle unto itself to keep them from rushing headlong into the middle of this cathedral. That's your job, after all. The cathedral lies ahead of us, the last real bastion of the Scarlet power remaining. Within it, Crusader Lord Valdemar sits atop Tyr's hand, crumbling pulpit of lies. There will be no escape. There will be no mercy. The last simpering vestiges of the Scarlet Crusade end here. Slay him. Cool. Well,
Be careful.
we will attempt to do that in the next episode. Yeah, so join me then for almost certain death. And the death of my YouTube channel. See you then.